Okay everybody, it's Jimmy here again, and I am going to show you how I modified my 6-hour P290 magazines to fit my 938 here. Everything's safety checked, there's no ammunition on the table, or in this room in fact, so don't have to worry about that. I did actually film the process of me cutting the notch that you need for this magazine to fit. My camera, of course, didn't want to work, so I don't have that. But I'll just go talk through the basic principle of how you do it. It's pretty simple. Basically, what you want to do is get a 938 magazine, and I just use a piece of painter's tape, and I just put it over the notch, and I use the holes. You can see I've got holes on this. I use the holes. The holes are the same on both magazines, so they're a reference point. And then you just cut out in the paper. I'll show you right here. You just cut out on the actual painter's tape the notch, and then when you're ready to cut or put it on the new magazine, you just line up the holes. They correspond, and it gives you that notch, and at least pretty much a pretty good reference guide of what you need, where you need it. This is the original notch for the 290, and this is what you need for the 938. Definitely take your magazine apart, take the spring out before you do that, because you could nick the spring cutting with your Dremel tool. I'll just use a simple Dremel with a cutting wheel. This is the first one I did. This is the second one I just did that I actually filmed but don't have the footage for. I mean, you can see it doesn't have to be perfect. The main thing is the side. The front here is not that big of a deal, but you want to make sure you get the side, and you definitely want to have a file of some kind. I use a round nose, just a round file right here, and you just want to make sure you clean this edge up. That generally, when it doesn't want to work, doesn't want to latch or anything like that, just file this in a little bit, and it seems to work just fine. I have to do this a couple times. But what I can show you is I'm modifying this right here. If you don't cut this off, it won't fit. Let me show you. See? It won't go all the way up in the magazine. But this one, you can see I did cut, and it fits just fine. It's not coming out. Drops free, of course. So what I do is kind of just eyeball it. I see there, I just need. And this first one, I kind of went a little too much. I'd like to be able to have it pretty close, so there's not that big gap. But we'll see. You just get your cutting tool up and put it on a low speed. You don't need it high. Cut it at an angle. It'll dig right in there. Make sure you have some safety glasses, because this that plastic will come flying at you. And you just clean up the edge. You should just peel all that stuff right off. Now I'm pretty sure that's not going to be enough. And also, I mean, I don't mind that I nicked my magazine. You can see I caught it. I don't care about that. If you do, you just be more careful. To the base there. Yeah. Okay. So I confirm. You're pretty much just going to have to make the whole thing level right here. You see here I've got just a little bit of a knob right there. I was hoping I could keep it just to fill in some of that space, but looks like you got to go all the way down to the base. I guess you could measure it, but I just eyeball it. Ooh, hot. There we go. Boom, locked in. Not going anywhere. Locks open. As you can tell. Adjust this camera a little bit so you get a better view. It will be a little stiff sometimes if you don't get it perfect for the slide lock. That's something I can deal with. Just to have that extra round, you know, this would be an 8+1, so you got 9 rounds, which is pretty nice. But there it is, guys. Fits right in. Should be drop free. I don't know why that one's catching, but this other one I did is drop free. And of course, here's the original. Everything still works. So, there you go, man. It gives you a really good, solid grip. Makes this gun just fantastic. Everything should be working with this magazine. Anything that could cause it to catch right here can probably just be, hit with the file. It's just going to be a burr or something. As long as you take that spring out, there shouldn't be any structural problems with doing this. So that's it, guys. You can see here, 2 notches I cut, 2 awesome magazines for an awesome gun. Thanks, guys.